Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Angela Brennan and today I'm creating Christmas cards again for the Christmas Craft Creations Challenge where the theme is no stamping. So instead of stamping, I decided to do die cutting, stitching and hot foiling. I love stitching dies. So I'm using the Spellbinders sparkling mandala die and creating a couple of Christmas cards, an ornament, and I'll also use another stitching die called the Altenew Pegboard canvas die to create a Christmas card. And that canvas die can be used, you can really use any theme for it, but I decided to sew a Christmas tree on it. And I will link in the description below other stitching videos that I've done using the Altenew Pegboard canvas die so you can see how I use it. For these intricate dies, sometimes when you die cut them, it's probably best to use an additional shim. And for the GEMINI Junior, I add the metal plate to the sandwich when I'm die cutting with intricate dies. Now when I cut hot foil, I use the Spellbinders quick trimmer because I find it easy to cut exactly what I need, especially if it's for a sentiment. And here I decide to hot foil the sentiment directly onto the card front. And this is what I do. I use what I call the hinge method. And if you want to know what the hinge method is, I will link other videos in description to show how I do the hot foiling using the hinge method. And I don't want to cram too much here. I want to keep the video short, but there are other videos I have, and I'll link it in the description below to show how I use these techniques. I like making Christmas cards, and the fact that I can do Christmas cards all year round with the Christmas Craft Creations Challenge is fun for me. And by December, I'll have all my Christmas cards done, and I will not be mass producing them. Instead, I will be making them with different themes and with different products, and I like that. This sparkling mandala die, it's got two dies. You can either die cut the mandala itself directly onto the card front, as I do with the red card, or you can die cut the mandala out, as I do with the ornament. So you've got options on how you use the sparkling mandala die. If you're new to stitching, please head over to my blog, and the link to my blog is in the description below. And I've got what I call the basics to stitching, what you need to know. When I start stitching here, I use the metallic thread. The metallic thread, when you stitch, you just need a little bit more tension and you need to hold it a bit more. So using metallic thread is, I would say, more for the experienced crafter who's used stitching dies before. If you see later on how I do the stitching on the red card front, as you can see in the image now, I use the embroidery floss from DMC where I use 3 strands. So it's probably better to start with cotton thread rather than a metallic thread. I have listed some of that information in my blog, as I said, for the basics for stitching for beginners. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And when you do subscribe, remember to press that notification bell so you're alerted when a new video is uploaded. here are the completed cards. I may have gone slightly overboard with gems. I just think it adds a little bit of shine and sparkle to a Christmas card. And in this card here, I did some hot foiling with white hot foil using the confetti background. I think it looks like little snowflakes, and I use white hot foil on a darker background. I think it's quite pretty. And this is the pegboard canvas die. I will link some videos on how I've used this in other ways. And this is the little ornament, and I added a little tag to say which year I did it, and I'll add this to a Christmas tree this year. You can even put it into a Christmas card and add it as a little gift to the recipient. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Do head over to my blog where there's so much more information. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and consider subscribing by pressing that notification bell for future videos as well. Happy crafting, and do take care.